Hey, what is up, society? It is your favorite wannabe influencer, Koi, and welcome back to another video. If you guys are read that title, then you already freaking know that I'm going to be doing 22 things that I've learned in my 22 years of living. And yes, girl, I have a couple cute tipsies for all my young girlies. So if you guys want to hear the 22 things that I've learned in my 22 years, then keep on watching. All right, guys, let's get into the video. Alrighty, first things first, I'm so excited. I've been wanting to do this video for I don't know how long now. Literally, I don't know. I just feel like I have some cute tipsies for the girlies. Okay, I'm 22 years young, so let's just get into it. I hope that you guys like my cute little bear outfit here, my little bear onesie. And so yeah, let's just get right into it. And I'm gonna be sipping on a little bit of, a little bit of yak. No, I'm just kidding. It's just red wine, y'all. A little Stella, okay? Only drink if you're 21 and drink responsibly, okay? I am not promoting underage drinking. Thank you. Okay. First thing that I learned, quit that job, Bookie. Oh, quitter. Go ahead and go ahead and go ahead. Let her go, okay? Let her go. If it's making you miserable, if you feel underappreciated, like if you feel like you're putting in all the work and your team isn't helping you, like quit that job. Like do not sit there for anybody else. Like do not stop your life for anyone, even the people that you love. Like my old job, I loved my coworkers. When I said they're my family, they're literally my family. But this job was not paying me enough. It wasn't reaching my goals. I had to go. Get them numbers, okay? Set up a time to see them outside of work if you love them that much. But baby, definitely go ahead and quit that job. Numero dos. Don't take nothing too serious. Like, girl, like, come on now. Think about it. Like, if you're literally between the ages of 18, not even really 18, but like, let's just say, because you don't even really be an adult until you like 21. So, like, let's just say the age is like 21 to 29, even. Like, girl, like, well, 29 may be a little, like 27 or something like that. Like, girl, be honest. Like, you being 21, 22, I'm only 22, baby. Technically, I'm only 4 in adult years. So technically, I'm still a child. I'm still a baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't take nothing too seriously. Have fun, joke, laugh. Like, have a good time. Like, you don't want to be taking everything so seriously all the dang time because you really want to be able to enjoy your life. Life is meant to be enjoyed, okay? That's why I always say live your life to the fullest. Do whatever makes you freaking happy. And just learn how to have a little joke sometimes. Learn how to have a good time sometimes. And yeah, you know. Number 3, swooping it into my number 2, learn to have fun. Like, dude, seriously. This is really, all these are really to me because this is just things that I've had to teach myself. Like, me growing up, I did not grow up with money. I did not grow up with a lot of opportunities. Like, I literally had to pull myself out of the muck, okay? And with learning how to be responsible, especially financially responsible, and coming from a childhood that was not very stable, even like financially or even just living arrangement wise, like I've gotten to a point in my life where I've become very like, gotta get it, gotta keep myself stable type of thing. Oh my God, y'all, it's a gnat in here and I freaking hate that freaking fly. But what was I saying? Literally, I was telling myself, like, you have to keep going. You have to do everything. You got to do this job. You got to, like, and you got to pump the brakes, bro. It's really not that serious. Like, it is, but you have your whole life ahead of you. Well, we all think that we do, but it's just a reminder to myself to, sometimes learn how to take a break, learn how to relax. It's okay to call out for a mental day, Swooping that into my last one, number 4. Okay, baby, spend that money. Spend that money. Obviously, be a responsible individual with your money. Don't blow everything, especially if you know you got 8 more days before you're supposed to get paid. Don't blow your whole check in day 2 or whatever the heck, right? Time is the most important thing, the most essential, the most worthless, can't be bought thing, priceless is what I would say, priceless thing in the world that you really cannot you cannot miss, because once you spend it, baby, it's gone. Money can always come back. The time, oh, when she out the dough, she out the dough, so when she's out the dough, she out the dough. So sometimes it's okay to spend a little coin in order for you to gain an experience, because that memory probably is going to be literally the best money you've ever spent. So spend that money, girl. Ching. Going off a little bit of what I said earlier, number 5, okay, be a kid. Like, oh my God, like everybody be being so serious sometimes, or like just people like grow up. You want to know XYZ when you're XYZ age. Yeah, like I'm in agreement with that. Like, yeah, you need to be responsible. You need to make sure that you know what you're supposed to do. Like, don't be out here acting a fool. But at the same time, once again, I'm only 4 years old. Like, I'm really only 4 years old in adult years. So you really can't hold that against me. You know what I'm saying? So like, girl, go and put on a cute little onesie. Hello, dress up cute. Watch a little barbathon with your friends. Dress up in cute little fluffy pajamas with a cute little house shoes. You like go to a cute little ball pen. Just do fun, cutesy kids things, because when your hip about to be displaced and your back cracking every which way and your balls is on the flow, you're gonna be wishing that you would have did things when you were young. Put yourself some slack and be a kid for as long as you can. This one is not really applying to me, but it's like, it's something that I've thought about, being my age. So like, this is number 6. You don't have to go to the club and get drunk to have a good experience. Like, I see so many people my age who go to the club and always drinking and always partying. And don't get me wrong, that can be a good time. It can be a fun time. But, usually when you around this age, that's kind of all you hear about. You really don't hear about you and your 22-year-old, 21-year-old friends just sitting in the house and watching the whole series to the Pirates of the Caribbean, like, or just eating snacks, or just going out to a cute little lunch together and y'all just having fun that way, or like going to an arcade or going to a bar and playing pool. Well, we don't go to bars, but go to an arcade and play pool or something like that. Most people don't highlight those type of things. So you be feeling like, oh, you missing out, or you're not living your young life to the fullest because you're not going out every night and getting drunk. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have to do that. Like, there are so many more experiences and fun things to do in this world. And you don't want to, keep yourself stuck just because everybody else is doing that. Cheers. Clink. Number 7. Saving money. I know I just said spend, but saving money is really essential, guys. Like, seriously, set up that 401k. I had a manager who is probably close to his 50s now. I told him, it was at my old job. I told him when I was working there, he was like, set up your 401k, get your retirement going. And I was just like, oh, well, I don't know. Like, I can't really afford that right now with all my expenses. He was just like, you can't afford not to. And I literally was playing that back in my head over and over and over again. And I was just like, you know what? You right. And literally, I look at my retirement right now and it really ain't nothing. It's a little chump change. But baby, it's something. And like, I had to really sit back and think about all the older people that I've seen. And I used to work in banking. So a lot of older people that I met, and they didn't have any savings. They didn't have anything set aside for themselves. And they're struggling, living paycheck to paycheck, overdrafting their accounts all the time. Like, really working in finance really opened up my life to all the possibilities and all the things that could happen if you're not prepared. And I encourage you. Now, this is something that is for every individual, okay? But this is just something for me. Number 8. Once again, you don't have to do what I do, but it's completely up to you. I literally got right with God. You don't have to do that, okay? It's completely up to you. This is not me trying to push God on you, honey, okay? But for me, I'm not a religious person. I did grow up in a Christian household, but I am not religious. I am literally just a spiritually bounded person. I believe that there is a God, and I believe in doing the right things. And I believe in things that make logical sense. Okay, if it don't make logical sense, I don't believe in it. And I don't believe that my God does either. To me, just stripping away all of that religious obligation and just truly just trying to have a relationship with this higher being really has helped me so much with just the day-to-day stuff. Like, I'm not saying like just being wealthy and being super successful, just literally being able to get out of bed, get through the day, have patience, get the strength to do the things that I want to do. My biggest testimony right now with just being able to have this relationship is like, my old job. I literally had nothing else planned. I had no job lined up. I didn't know what I was doing. And I kept telling myself, I'm so miserable. I'm so miserable. What do I do? I don't know where to go, XYZ. And, I kept telling people like, oh, I'm leaving soon. I'm leaving soon. Had nothing lined up. And then eventually July just kept coming in my brain, like June. And then eventually June being is going to be my last month working here, kept popping up in my brain. And I was just like, how do I know that? I have nothing set up. June comes, June goes, and I still don't have anything set up. And I'm like, okay, it was the first day of July, and I'm just like, I don't have anything set up. I don't have anywhere to go. What am I going to do? And I was praying real hard. And literally on like July 3rd or something like that, I think whatever that Monday was of July, it was the first week of July 3rd. And I believe that this is God. God told me, your last day is Friday. And I was just like, what? What are you talking about? Like, baby, we ain't got no job like that. We ain't got nothing going on. What do you mean my last day is Friday? I don't got no check. And being somebody like me, I'm a super big planner. Like, I got a plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Like, I have a whole plan set up, baby. So to know that I didn't know what plan B was, and I'm just like, I'm about to quit my job. Baby, I quit that job. I did. I was obedient, and literally I did like food deliveries for like a month, and it was the most freeing, fun, just overall good experience. My bills were paid. I literally didn't have to worry about nothing. I was enjoying the weather. I was enjoying the summer. I had freedom to wake up and come in and go as I pleased. It was a glorious, glorious month for me. Literally a job in the field that I wanted to be in, which is property management now, came up with the pay that I wanted, hours that I could do, literally great benefits. Like, all these amazing, amazing things started happening for me because I listened and I was obedient, So that happened for me. And also during that time, there was one time during that little month that I was, just doing food deliveries, that there was a person who, when I was working at my previous job, he adored me. I don't know why he did, but he did. And, I fell short, like maybe a couple $100 for something that I needed to pay for. And this man, like, I gave him my number, which I don't give no guys my number. Okay. But something just told me, give that man your number. And so I fell short that little chump change. And he kept saying, hey, I want to get you a gift. I want to get you a gift. I want to get you a gift. And I was like, okay, I don't know what I would ask for, but okay. And so eventually I was like, well, I don't really know what I want besides money. He's like, I can give you money. And I was like, I don't know about that. And so literally a couple weeks go by, I ended up needing some money. And I was like, I just need XYZ to get me through. And he was just like, come on through. I would literally give that to you. He gave me the exact amount of money that I needed. The exact amount of money. And he bothered me for like, every day he would check in. Hey, let me know when you want your gift. Hey, hope your day is going well. Let me know when you want your gift. Every day for like 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks, he was bothering me about this gift. Gave me that money. Never heard from him again. Like, if that ain't God, baby, I don't know what is. Like, yeah, baby. Having them in my corner literally has just been amazing. Number 9, be ambitious. Oh my gosh, be ambitious, be ambitious, be ambitious, be ambitious. Like, literally, while you're young, be ambitious while you're young. Go after that job that you don't think that you're gonna get. Okay? Tying into that, number 10, baby, being delusional is the only way you're gonna get ahead. Like, being delusional, baby, believing that you're gonna get it, believing that you're gonna have it, that is the only way for you to be successful. I know that sounds crazy because you're just like, what? Baby, if you wasn't delusional, then you're not gonna take the risk. Go ahead and try some things, do some stuff, like really put yourself out there. Being delusional is the only key to happiness. Okay? Now, this one is a big one, and it's one that a lot of people, even myself at some time at one point, had to really sit back and consider. Number 11, onse. life is going to happen. Like, this is something that I even had to accept, and I hear that a lot of people have a hard time accepting. Life is going to happen, and you're just going to have to accept that. Death is going to happen. Things are going to happen with your car. Things are going to happen with your job. Things are going to happen with your house, with your kids, with your pets. Things are going to happen because in this world, everything is temporary. Nothing is permanent here. Like, still understand that just because there's maybe a hiccup or a few hiccups in the road, that your life is worth it. Go after it. Keep doing it. It's temporary. You will get through it. And there are people who are around who love you. And if nobody else is saying that they love you, I love you. And I really, really do mean that. So this one is a big one for me. Like, I really, 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 really want everybody to really know this. Number 12, baby. Okay? Baby. Do not let yourself get stuck. Like, ever. Don't let yourself get stuck. If you have ambitions, if you have goals, if you want to do things, do those things. Now, if you're someone who literally doesn't need to like have super extravagant things, or you're not really wanting to have a really rich life, well, if you want to live modestly, if you want to have just a comfortable life, make that your goal in life. Make that your goal to really make yourself stable so you can live a happy life and be comfortable and just live a regular, fun life. Just make that your goal. But don't ever be like, oh, well, it's going to be too hard for me to move, or, oh, it's going to be too hard for me to get that promotion, or they'll never consider me. Do not let yourself get stuck. Okay? Because it is better to have tried and have failed than to not do anything and regret it. Spinning back into what I just said, number 13, you can only fail if you never try. Try. Oh my God. Do not ever not try something because you're afraid you're going to fail, babe. Because if you never do it, you already failed. You're already a failure. You're already a loser. Loser. This is something I've done for myself, and I will never, when I say never, never go back ever again. You need to dedicate a day out of the week to yourself. My days are Sundays. When I say I don't do jack diddly squat, I don't even like to leave my house on Sundays, okay? Literally. Watch some TV shows, whatever, and I'm not doing nothing for no one. I told that to my friends. I told that to my family. Everyone knows. Don't bother Quay on Sundays, because baby, you better be lucky if I open up my door, answer the phone. Do what is ever right for you and dedicate that to yourself. And men, I'm especially talking to you, because y'all have the top S rate. And we need to get that down. Oh my gosh. This one. Baby. Be single. Number 15. Be single. Baby, be single as a Pringle at the can. Hello. Like, you literally need to be single. Stop trying to get into serious relationships. There is nothing that literally makes me want to cry more than when I see a girl who's barely even touched the surface of adulthood, married and already having kids. Baby, what is you doing? Men too. What are y'all doing? There is so much life to live. You're only 4 years old in adult years. What the hell do you know about raising a child? Have fun, experience. I'm not saying that you got to be a hoe, but what I am saying is that you need to go out there and experience new people, new environments, new music, food, positions, fun things. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really got to be out there. And when you're in a committed relationship, it's like your life is limited. Yes, you can still be happy with that person. I'm not saying that person's not your soulmate. I'm not saying that you can never get married or have kids, but wait until you at least reach the 30-year-old threshold, baby. Quit doing this whole, I don't want to be an old grandparent. Babes, that's literally the whole point of being a grandparent, is to be old. Why would you want to be a young grandma? Like, what is y'all got the game fucked up. You got to go ahead and live your life. Be young, be single, because you cannot love nobody else if you don't love yourself. You cannot know someone else or learn to love someone else if you don't know yourself, friend. And how do you know yourself at 21? You don't. Sorry. Be single. This one is one that I discovered when I was in middle school. And it's something that I discover now, because kind of like this rhetoric is going around, which I really don't like, is that just because you have a desire to look a certain way doesn't mean that you have low self-esteem, or that you lack confidence, or that you don't love yourself. Number 16. Okay, because I've been hearing, all this discourse about surgeries and weight loss and diets and all this extra stuff. And, it's always such a double standard when it comes down to weight loss. It's just so insane to me, because like, just because I got my boobs done, or just because I got a lipo, or just because I got my lips done, or whatever the heck, doesn't mean that I didn't love myself. I have a desire to look a certain way when I look in the mirror, but I still love me. You can look in the mirror and still be in love with you. And trust me, I know, because I don't look at a desired way that I want to look, but baby, I love myself. I would eat myself up, okay? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, 7 days a week, 24/7, 365. I still have a certain desire to look a certain way, and that's okay. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. We all have desires. And little tidbit on that discourse: quit telling people who had gotten surgeries that they're insecure. Because if somebody worked out and got that exact same result, you'll be saying that you're so proud of them. Look at their goals. Their body looks amazing. Okay? They got the same result, just did it through a surgeon. Let's talk about what's really real. You just mad that they had the money to get done what they wanted to get done, and your broke ass got to sit here and work for it. That's what it is. Get your cheese up and quit getting mad at other people for being able to do the things that you can't. Okay, moving on. Number 17. Write out your attainable goals and try to achieve them. Attainable. Okay? Attainable. And I'm talking to myself as well. Quit trying to put these out of nowhere, extremely overforeseen, whatever, things on yourself, okay? Instead of saying, I'm going to save $20,000 by the end of the year, $10,000 by the end of the year, say, I'm going to try to save $100 this month. Do not put these crazy goals on yourself, and then when you don't meet them, because you were never going to meet them in the first place because they were literally unreasonable, don't beat yourself up about that type of stuff. Like, don't mess yourself up because you're over here setting yourself up for these crazy standards. Set attainable goals and reach those. Okay? Nothing too easy, because then you're going to feel like you didn't even work for anything, but nothing that's out of this world that you cannot achieve. Number 18, kind of looping on to 16 or 15 or whichever one it was about being single or whatever. Do not be quick to have a baby. Oh my God. What do you know about adulthood? What do you know about children? What do you know about anything? At 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, baby. I'm 22. And you want to give your kid the bestest opportunity possible. And even if you're rich, being rich does not make you the most adequate person to be a parent. Your frontal lobe hasn't even gotten done developing. What the fuck do you know about yourself, let alone another individual? And why are y'all all so quick to give up your life for another life form? What is up with that? It's giving you don't love yourself and you don't want to be alone. That's what it's giving me. I'm joking.
Guys, I'm just talking shit, but I truly do believe to be the best parent that you can be, you have to have experience and maturity. And when you're young like that, you really don't have that, And so you want to be able to provide your kids with as much guidance as possible about being an adult. And how can you do that if you immediately gave up your life to raise them,
Moving on. I've kind of already said this one already, but I'm just going to double down on it because why not? Make memories. Truly, 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 truly make memories. Like I've created me a little diary for the year. Little small successes I write down. Like if I say, me and Bessie spent, the night watching something. It took us 2 hours to finish a 1 hour video because we always pausing it and talking. And then we ended the night singing Camp Rock songs. Like little cute things like that. Just create something small. You don't have to always spend a whole bunch of money. You don't have to always be dressed up or do anything crazy. Look ugly and go out. Literally, there was one time me and my besties was together, and we literally randomly in the middle of the night drove downtown, and there was this big, beautiful light display going on downtown. I might have the photos somewhere I could put up, but like this big, beautiful light display. It was around Christmas time. It was still cold outside, but we went down there and we just walked through, and it was so beautiful. Baby, I was in a hoodie, some leggings, and some white Crocs with a bonnet. They was in, I don't even remember what they was in. I think they was in the same thing. Like, have fun, create memories, have a lot of smiles and laughs, because when you old and on your deathbed, you want to sit back and say, I had a really good life, you know? Number 20, move out of your parents' house if you want to have a better relationship with them. Okay, baby. I moved out when I was 21. I just had turned 21, like literally like 2 months before. If it was not around that time, I would have been 20 when I moved out. Dude, me and my mom love her to death. But me and her have two different minds. She a Gemini, I'm a Libra. Me and her have two different, yeah. And me and her used to get into it a little bit sometimes, you know. And I used to think that me and her were never going to have a good relationship because, well, if I can't get along with my mom in the house, then I'm never going to get along with her in life. Man, I moved out 2 years ago now, coming up on 2 years now. And I just celebrated my 1 year actually. So, you know, coming up on 2 years, I cannot tell you what the little couple months, year and a half it has been, how good it's been with my mom and me, like how our relationship has flourished. Like, I'm going out to little lunch dates with my mom now. She be calling me at random times. We just went to the Nicki Minaj concert together. Like, our relationship has gotten extremely better, like so much better. And I think it's just because we're not around each other as much. You know, we're able to have our own spaces. She's able to do what she wants, but that makes her more comfortable. I'm able to do what the heck I want, and she's not there to scrutinize, you know. And, you know, moms don't mean to be, they have a scrutinizing, you know, tendencies, or they don't mean to be naggy or anything like that, but they're your mom, you know. And sometimes you just be like, mama girl, like, leave me alone, girl. You know what I'm saying? But like, this was just for me. If you have a great relationship with your parents, amazing. If you have a great relationship with your mom, even better. But like with me, it just wasn't working out for us. And I just think because we should not share a space. It always should be two separate things. And it has just done wonders. So if you're having difficulty with your parents and you still live at home, move out, because that just might save your relationship. This one, oh my gosh, y'all. This one is a hard one for me. When I say hard, this one's a hard one for me because I have very people pleasing tendencies when it comes down to especially my friends and my family, especially my family. Like, I've always been the responsible, you know, make sure everybody's straight, you know, mom of the group type of person. And like, literally, I just cannot tell you how many times, like, it's been hard for me to say no. Like, and I know that sounds insane. It's just like, what do you mean? It is so hard for me to say no, y'all. It is something that I am telling myself because it hurts my heart to hurt people. Like, to say no, I feel like I'm the worst person in the world. I literally just broke our friendship, our relationship. You will never want to speak to me again. Like, like, for other people, for strangers and stuff, I'm just like, okay, baby, read in between the lines. But it's just like with my family, especially because I've been the go-getter, because I've been the responsible, and because I've been the one that you can easily rely on, saying no has been so hard for me. And I want to get out of that habit. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say no to making your little sister or your mom figure it out, for you not to give up your last little chump change to them because they were, you know, not doing something right or whatever. Not saying that's happening, but you can sometimes choose you and just say no. No, I'm going to rest today. No, I'm going to save my little money to spend it on my little Taco Bell. No, I'm not going to drive you to XYZ place because I don't want to. No, I'm not coming out in the pouring rain because you decided not to bring an umbrella or whatever, you know, nothing that crazy. But like, you know, learning to say no and not altering your entire life to try to please other people. Last one. Number 22. 22. Literally, this is one that I'm still also working on because I also have people pleasing tendencies and I want everybody to be happy all the time because I love being happy. And it's just the thought of not being happy or somebody else not being happy makes me sad. But you literally cannot pour into anybody else's cup if your cup is empty. Baby, sometimes my dumb self don't even have a cup. What even is that? Like, what does you pouring into other people? Your blood, sweat, and tears. Because you ain't got nothing else. Like, We got to stop doing that, y'all. Like, we literally, you have to put you first, okay? What did Cookie Lion say? I gotta put me first. I gotta put me first. Like, you have to put you first. And if you don't, you're never going to be able to be happy. And that's something that I'm still learning. But I've gotten so much better with it, especially with dedicating a specific day to myself and setting that boundary and really sticking to it. And, just learning how to find time to relax and not overdo. But that is it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned some things. I hope you start applying some of these things to your life, as I need to continue to apply things to my life. I love you guys so, so, so much. Make sure to comment, because I read all of them and I love hearing from every last single one of you. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Hi, I'm Koi, your beautiful goddess, your sovereign, and I would love for you to become a new society member by hitting that big old red button at the bottom, okay? I love you guys so, 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 so much. Make sure to also hit that bell notification, because YouTube is not letting y'all know when I post. Yeah. Once again, love you guys so, so much. Cheers, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.